Hello there, my name is Creighton, and I am from Canada, and I'm currently living here in the beautiful Vinnytsia, Ukraine. I have come here to help teach English, really, is my main goal here, but as well as be a part of this culture. What to say? I arrived here last summer, although this is not my first time in Ukraine. I do like to spend time in this country. And there are a variety of reasons why I like Ukraine, really. For one, it's a very beautiful country, and it's a very fascinating country too, with its history, and its people are very, very passionate, I believe. That is a big thing about them, and I quite enjoy that. I've noticed a lot of differences between Ukrainians and Canadians too. For example, there's a road. When they're waiting at the crosswalk, waiting to cross the street, a Canadian, like myself, would stand back a little bit. You know, to avoid being splashed by a car driving by, to go through a puddle, or perhaps to avoid being hit entirely by a car. But Ukrainians, on the other hand, are a bit, I guess, more, perhaps to say at the very least, impatient. They stand as close as they can to the edge of the road, and they want to be the first one to cross the street. I noticed that too with lineups. Perhaps Canadians are just a bit more timid. In that case, I'm not sure. But anyways, a little bit more about me. I have Ukrainian roots in that my great-grandparents were from Ukraine. They moved to Canada a very long time ago. It was the first wave of Ukrainians. So, like them, many other Ukrainians arrived to Canada, so we have a very sort of large cultural base in Canada of Ukrainians. So, I guess one of the main reasons I'm here is to get, once again, in touch with my roots. You know, bring myself back to where my family came from. So, yeah. And with that, we decided, myself and my colleagues, it'd be good to make a blog about this, you know, so people could see this and, you know, hear a Canadian's opinions and the differences he notices with living in beautiful Vinnytsia, or in Ukraine in general. So, as I said, this is going to be a blog mostly about cultural differences, or perhaps similarities, language things, little tips and things. Maybe I'll find some interesting things I find out about language or something that I enjoy. So, stay tuned. This will be a lot of fun. Goodbye.